Behind is going to be tough.
Similar hair as well. Right. That's going to be tough. We'll have to look at their anklets.
Brown from St. Ed's is the green wrestler. Weissner from Clay, the red wrestler.
Weissner gets a front headlock. Transition to a single, has a leg in the air now. It's going to be a roll-through attempt. He's going to pass a leg as Brown. Coming out the back, and then he's going to hit. Weissner's going to try to pass a leg as well. Going to get stuck.
But again, there's the two, and now the back point started.
So that's Brown scoring off of Weissner's shot. And that roll through leg pass. He's got a reinforced armbar trying to get a turn
1 minute,
here.
Joe.
Has 3 back points already. It's 5-0. He's getting swipes again. Holding 3 points. Just like that, it's going to be an 8-0 lead for Brown. There's 45 seconds left in the first period.
So right now it's only tied for the highest scoring first period with 8 points, but they're very unevenly distributed.
Yes.
No, it's absolutely.
8-0, Brown leads. He's turned him twice, so you can probably expect him to keep trying to ride. That's going to be an illegal attempt to return. Brown tried to take out both ankles simultaneously in a crab ride. You can't do that. You have to keep one foot on the mat when trying to return like that. So that's going to be a penalty point for Weissner. Weissner gets to his feet trying to kick away. Brown able to follow and probably going to go out of bounds here on the edge.
Get out there, Joe. Get out there.
Weissner kicks back to the center of the mat. Brown still in control here. Lots of good scrambling. Now Weissner in on a shot. 5 seconds left, short time. And that's going to be a takedown. That's a reversal.
So get the reversal there right at the end, brings it to a 5-point match. Getting a questioning here from the St. Ed's coaches about reaction time or lack thereof. That win by Perrysburg, by the way, for Burnett, the 113-pound finals, brings them to within 1 point of Massillon Perry for second place. St. Ed's has the team title locked up. They have 210.5 points entering this match here.
It's going to be an 8-3 lead for Brown. It's going to start on bottom heading into the second period. Gets to his feet. And Weissner's going to let him go.
Weissner was third last week at the Perrysburg District. Brown was the district champion.
A lot of action from Weissner here. Not able to get to a leg yet.
These two met in the semifinals last week with Brown coming out on top.
A 360 spin. That's going to be a no takedown award.
Couldn't secure the other leg. Still has room to work. Still has plenty of time to work. You're fighting against a closed whizzer here.
Brown, though, is really working his way out of it. That's pretty, 360.
Yeah.
Brown trying to hip take.
It was pretty, but it's only gorgeous if it works.
Yeah.
No points, it's just glitter.
No. Is he asking to challenge it? I don't think there's challenge.
There's no breaks here.
So no takedown awarded.
6-point match.
Kid's only a sophomore. He's ready for college.
That's right.
Throw the brick in. There's a shot from space. Gets in on a low-level shot.
And keep an eye on that knee.
Yep.
You know, 2 turns from Brown have really separated this match on their feet. They've been very close. Even the lone takedown that we've had was a weird scramble situation.
Yep, off a Weisner shot. Short time here, 7 seconds in the second. That'll do it. It's going to remain, or it's going to be 9-3 with the escape. Brown leading still.
And now if you're Weisner, listen, you need points, right?
Yeah, you need 6.
But you got turned twice in the first period, so strategically this is an interesting call. You need 1 here to make it a 5-point match to go feet to back and tie it up. You can't, it's 1 period left, it's hard to go takedowns. Down 6 points.
I watched
Both feet came off the mat there. Surprised there wasn't a potentially dangerous stoppage.
He hit the boot. I think he's in front of it, not behind it. I'm not sure about the technicality of the rule, but that's what I would assume.
Well, Weisner's looking for a reversal, and he's got it.
He's going to get it. Yeah, a standing reversal.
Lets him go.
No take that. No escape
awarded. Weisner tried to give the escape, but he didn't separate enough, and the referee didn't award it, so now he's just burning clock unnecessarily.
It's 5-9 right now. Brown looking to get a reversal. Oh, tries to go a little bit too big, maybe. There's a reversal.
That's a big, big reversal. Go back to a 6-point match.
Trying to hit like an arm bundle step over.
Right.
Look, maybe a little ambitious. As the left boot has him flattened out.
I mean, you could almost see some of the verve escape Weisner there after that reversal.
Yeah.
When he got the reversal, you could see he was at full steam ahead and just made a bit of a technical mistake, not separating, making sure that the escape was rewarded to go back on the offensive attack.
About 20 seconds left here in the match. Oh,
he's going to get another reversal.
Go out of bounds. You got to give up the escape here.
Yeah, you got. If you're going to go neutral, you got to go straight neutral, not optional start, and then hope for a throw.
Optional start? Is he trying to cradle him?
That's even that. Unless you pin him, 3 points doesn't help you.
Yeah, not sure about the strategy here. He is going to try to do something. Tries to get a little creative, but that'll do it.
Indeed, a big first period for Brown where he scored 8 points and is able to hold on to the final 4 minutes and get his second state championship just halfway to a 4-peat.
Yeah, he really rode that big first period.
Now for Weisner, he made some very good attempts, got a couple of reversals, a couple of technical small things that weren't done just right. And again, throughout the course of the season, a superior wrestler can overcome those, but when you get to the state championship, all the small things matter.
Harrisburg is red.
That was an interesting
Harrisburg is red.
decision.
Yeah, they're at the end. And I guess getting a 5-point move is a pretty unlikely scenario, especially with no stall warnings on the opponent.
You have to get the pin.
You have to get the pin, right. So you have to have
less likely.
Well,
I would say.
so you have to do something to crash cradle, something to try and create, but
There was definitely a move in there. that he had tried successfully in the wrestling room.
Yes.
I'm sure at some point.
Yes.
It didn't work out here.
Maybe a step across, leg cradle, something.
Yeah.
A 32-5 record, returning state champion from Perrysburg, Junior Cole Evans. And from the Toledo weight, a 41-3 record, Junior Phoenix.
All right, how about you?
Yeah, I just wiped that one time out.
In the girls division in the 115-pound weight class. From Marysville, a freshman with a 43-2 record, Kenny Lane.
Yep, it's been all right. Sleeping better. Sleeping longer.
2-2 record, Junior Morgan Lindhart.
All right, we're set to go here. 126 pounds. Cole Evans from Perrysburg, another Yellow Jacket finalist. He's returning state champion from 2 years ago at 106. Didn't place last year, taking on Phoenix Cantos of Toledo weight. Cantos in the black singlet. He was second as a freshman for Genoa at 126, fourth last year at 120 for Toledo weight. The team he is wrestling for again this year.
No takedown yet. Good sequence, though.
That should be a takedown, and is. So Evans comes through with the takedown. These two met last week in the district final, and Cantos came out on top. Cantos family well known in Northwest Ohio. His dad Kevin, his uncle Sean, both wrestled at Toledo St. John's.
He's got like the arm trapped in that boot on the right side.
That's a tough place to be. You're not getting it out of there.
Yeah. I don't know how much of a help it is. But
Well, yeah, exactly. It's no help. And because there's no riding time, not sure how much that matters, but if you can stay in there and look active as a top man, that bottom man's not getting out. 2-0, 55 seconds remaining in the first period. Perrysburg again with one more finalist after this. Cole Evans at 126, Marcus Blaze coming up 132, a heavy favorite. Their last two opportunities to pass Maslin Perry for the team race in second place. Maslin Perry has three finalists, all coming up later on.
about 35 seconds left here in the first period.
When Evans just tough on top here. Forward pressure, see what Cantos comes up with here. Almost able to step over, but not quite.
Looks like he'll get the escape, not awarded yet. 15 to go, no escape still.
Well, Cantos is staying engaged. Clock running down, 6 seconds for Cantos. This is a mistake to not disengage and get your one. I don't know if Cantos maybe thought he already had his one because he was on his feet, and Evans had a seat belt around behind, but the escape just wasn't awarded.
That's a really tough situation because I understand why the ref wants to let that play out, but if the period had ended with the short head, they usually give that point at the end because it's a loss of control. They just want to be preemptive and while they're still engaged, but he was able to re-engage, so therefore it wasn't called.
Right back to the same spot with Evans on top, Cantos underneath.
Inside trip! Inside trip! Inside!
Well, Evans just doing a tremendous job keeping the weight on the hands of Cantos from this position.
Just riding tough. And there's the one.
So 2-1 our score. Evans in on a shot near the out-of-bounds line, but if he turns the other way, he's got a lot of room to work. Cantos had one ankle, lost both ankles. And now
behind the
Evans.
leg now. Got to drag him in.
Boy, see if Evans can catch a cradle there, maybe.
You got to bring him in. That's your priority there. Yeah.
Contos did a nice job switching his hips to get those toes pointed away, and now we'll get the stalemate out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Evans tried to go for that. Is that right?
It's like Contos might be cramping up here or something. Yeah, Contos stretching out that ankle. I don't know if it's a cramp situation
His
or
leg
what.
was shaking, so
Yeah.
that seems like a cramp. I think Evans tried to transition to that cradle, which allowed him to reset his hips, but in that situation, I think you got to bring him in first. I don't think there's enough room to get the cradle.
Well, that's sort of almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you can lock up the cradle, you can pull him in right to the center of the mat.
Yeah, it's harder to pull because you're going into his center of gravity instead of having just a leg. That's a tough situation.
Well, it turned into no situation whatsoever.
Yeah.
They went out of bounds. 2-1 our score. The injury clock is about halfway exhausted. Looks like Contos is healthy and ready to get back in there.
Just about a minute left here in the second period.
Keep your feet moving! Keep your feet moving!
Low scoring, tactical affair so far. Cole Evans, Phoenix Contos. Evans in the gold Perrysburg singlet. Contos, the black singlet for weight. And again, we have only seen wrestlers from the Northwest District in the finals so far. St. Ed's goes to the Northwest District.
Shot from Evans, gets in deep, crackdown position.
He's able to keep that shoulder inside. Contos wants to beat that shoulder. Now it's starting to leak out. That'll make it tougher for Evans to finish.
Yeah, just needs to keep circling to the right to finish that shot. Coming out the back door now, 4 seconds, probably not going to have enough time.
Hey, watch your back!
10 more seconds on the clock. Maybe he finishes, but there weren't. Evans' choice now, leading by a point. He'll take bottom.
Just 2-1. Escape here will give him a 2-point lead, and he's just going to give it to him. Not even going to try to ride.
Yeah, if you don't think you have a turn,
Why waste your time?
why waste time?
Especially if you might give up a reversal with how tough Evans has been riding.
If you get the takedown early, you probably figure you need two, and here he comes for a Merkel situation. Not able to get the leg in. Now he does, but the hands aren't on the mat. Not a takedown yet. Evans trying to sneak that head out. If he does, he's in a good spot.
He tried to hit a spladle. Tried to come around to the far leg.
Now, same situation as before. He's got the leg. He's got the toes pointed forward.
Drag him in.
And out of bounds they go. 3 points out of bounds. Now, the weight coach is going to question why there was not a takedown on that Merkel situation. But again, no hands were on the mat. He wasn't extended.
Yeah, when his hand touched, his hips were higher than his own.
So the explanation's been given. We're just about set to get back to action here.
Evans still leading by 3. Or leading by 2.
Doc Huckner.
Trying to come out the back door now. Evans draped over. Doesn't have an ankle. Tries to grab one at the last second. Does not have a good grip.
Boy, this is just a strange scramble situation here. Coach is disagreeing on what's 2 and what's not. That's 2.
Yeah,
Evans comes away with a takedown. Got a swipe, but not 2.
Has the leg turked. 36 to go.
If you can keep that turk, you can kill this match.
Yeah.
Evans up. by a 5-1 score here.
No rules! No rules!
Back to a base for Contos. He needs something big, and he needs it in a hurry. 15 seconds left on the clock.
Evans sitting on that right ankle.
Contos trying to roll it through there.
Gotta be careful
2 back
here.
points given. Still the count going. At
gotta
least
watch
3
himself.
back points. 2-point reversal and 2 back points. So 7-3 will be the final. Evans coming away with his second state championship. Didn't place last year. Went 1-2 in the state tournament. A championship as a freshman and a championship now as a junior. Excellent match there, very tactical.
Perrysburg?
And, you know, we saw in 2 of the first 3 weight classes a small misstep. Maybe cost a guy a championship there. For Evans, he did just about everything right.
Got a little sloppy at the end.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, once he got the 2 back points, I think he recognized, okay, if I get into a bad spot, I can belly out here and give up the reversal, and I'm still good.
yeah, there were a couple more seconds though, and he gave up. Yeah, bad points. Then we're going to overtime.
Yes. So with that, Perrysburg jumps up into second place, 131.5 points. Massillon Perry at 128.5. And Perrysburg has their finalist coming up here. And he's a pretty heavy favorite in Marcus Blaze. It is another Perrysburg St. Ed matchup. Adam Butler from St. Ed's, twice a placer.
Junior with a record of 38-6, Aiden King.
As a freshman, Butler was second at 106. Last year as a sophomore, he was fifth at 120. Marcus Blaze won a championship as a freshman at 113. And last year was the 120-pound champion.
And from Perrysburg, a junior with a record of 49-1.
He's beaten Butler a couple of times, including the semifinals last year. But when you talk about Marcus Blaze, probably the win people talk most about against NCAA number 1 ranked 125-pounder at the Clarion Open. He beat Matt Ramos.
Matt Ramos, his big claim to fame was beating Spencer Lee.
That's right. He kept Spencer Lee from being a 4-time NCAA champion.
Unfortunately, the transitive property does not apply to wrestling, as we well know.
Correct.
But some might say that Marcus Blaze beat Spencer Lee. Some. Nah, I'm not one of them, but some might.
Again, a lot of black in the singlets here.
Yeah.
Blaze in the all-black singlet with jackets across the front.
Oh, I love the aggression from Butler there.
Sure. Butler in the black singlet with the yellow trim for St. Ed's. He's the green wrestler.
Fast.
Well, why waste time, right?
Yeah.
You're wrestling arguably the number 1 high school wrestler in the country.
I think FloWrestling has him at 4 pound for pound. Only seniors ranked ahead of him.
He's a junior, uncommitted. His brother Joey Blaze wrestling for Purdue as a freshman. I think Joey Blaze had the most wins for any freshman in the NCAAs this year.
Maybe. There's not a college in the NCAA that would not love to have Marcus Blaze added to their roster.
There have been a few letters sent to the Blaze household saying, hey, I think we got a spot for you. Blaze gets the takedown and issues the escape as they go out of bounds.
Right side underhook attempt from Butler. Blaze gonna get the go behind, and there's the takedown.
It's been a while since we have seen a 4-time state champion at the Division I level. Part of that due to the COVID season 2020 when we did not have a state championship. That kept a few guys from quite possibly being 4-timers. This is the first year you could have a 4-time champion in quite a while. Now, there is nobody contending in Division I. It's another takedown for Blaze. But Blaze is 2 for 2, trying to make it 3 for 3. No, for a long, long time, until Willie Weinberg, there was no Division I 4-time state champion.
You You're going before my time.
Kids. Pay no attention to the history.
That's Dylan Campbell securing his fourth.
That's
Speaking of four-time
Yes,
champs.
indeed. He is the lone four-timer this year. Campbell from Legacy Christian down on the D3 mat. So rousing standing ovation here. Deservedly so. Marcus Blaze up 6-2. Will finish, for the looks of things, the first period on top here. Very calm and workmanlike for the first 2 minutes for Blaze, leading it by 4.
Sounds like the crowd knew what to do for that celebration. All right, back to D1.
Blaze chooses bottom.
Man, Butler, he's
You love the aggression.
Yeah.
Love the effort. He knows who he's up against,
He's
but not giving any ground here.
Yeah, he's not rolling over. It's going to make him earn it for sure.
Blaze coming close to a takedown there. Roll through. There's the 2.
That's how you defend that roll through.
Yeah. Sit right down on it. It takes great anticipation. It takes great feel.
Yep.
But if you can do it, that roll through just can't be effective.
Right. Gotta watch the pin there.
Another takedown for Blaze. Did not give up the escape there. It crashes to a side cradle. A lot of time on the clock and room to work. If he can settle, that should be back point counting. Full complement of back points, but Blaze wants to finish it here.
Plenty of time, a minute left.
And that'll do it.
3 for 3. Marcus Blaze of Perrysburg. He'll have his chance next year to make it 4 for 4.
A pin at 3:06 for Marcus Blaze. He comes away with the championship for Perrysburg, and that gives him a little bit of breathing room against Massillon Perry for second place in the team race. That's the final finalists for the Yellow Jackets.
Okay. Thank you.
Move it on up.
That was 30 something.
32. That was 38. That was 38. 38. That's me. That 2? Yeah, that's us. Yeah, that's us. Okay.
I want your reference as soon as I get settled.
I'm on the town. Where is...
So Perrysburg up by 9 points over Perry. A win in the finals gets you 4 team points plus any bonus points that you accrue. So that means if Massillon Perry does not get any bonus points during their finals matches, they're going to have to run the table and win all 3 to get back into second place.
Yeah, Blaze getting that pin there. That's for the team. I'm sure he was going out there with that in mind.
Yeah.
Build a lead. You got to win the match first. Don't want to be overconfident. So build a lead and then go for the team points.
And really for Perrysburg, they were within a half a second of going 4 for 4.
Yeah, that's true.
1 peek at the clock too many.
Attention please, would Olentangy Orange coach Ryan Nicola and Harrison coach Chris Baird please report to the head table.
Do you remember that skit, the Stahl brothers that played it?
How much time's out there in front of you? You don't even know.
I'm going to look that one up again. That was a good one.
Just gonna get this. Thank you, guys.
Wrestling
heard this song in a while.
138-pound division. In Division 3, from Centerburg with a record of 44-6, Junior Christopher Marshall. From Norwood with a record of 48-1, Senior Wyatt Hinton. In Division 2, from St. Mary's Graham with a record of 29-10, Senior Hayden Hughes. From Columbus, Bishop Watterson with a record of 34-4, sophomore James Lindsay. In Division 1, from Maslin Perry with a record of 39-2, Senior Charles Curtis. And from Lakewood St. Edward with a record of 37-6, Senior Kate Brown.
So can Maslin Perry win without winning all three?
Division from Jamestown Greenview with a record of
The most you can get is 6 points in a match. So yeah, if they get a win and bonus in 2, they're down by 9.
With a record of 45-1, sophomore Lacey Nick.
All right, here we go now to the 138-pound championship, and Maslin Perry has their first finalist, Charles Curtis. And again, we've got black singlets with yellow trim.
They need a better job coordinating this.
Curtis, the wrestler, in red with the P for Maslin Perry on the back of the singlet. And Cade Brown, we saw his brother earlier, Carson, win a championship 11-7 at 120 pounds, his second title. Cade Brown has not won a championship, but is twice placed at the state tournament. He's a senior. 7th as a sophomore at 120. Last year was runner-up at 132 pounds. Curtis has placed twice, 8th and 5th, as a sophomore and junior respectively. Curtis beat Cade Brown via pin at the state duels.
A lot of good movement so far. 1 minute into the first.
Throw by attempt there for Brown.
Almost had a Merkel position, but Curtis able to stay on his feet.
Excellent footwork there from Curtis to clear that leg and make sure it didn't get caught up.
He wanted that low-level ankle kick.
I got to tell you, we're right next to the girls' division, Matt, and the singlets over there are much, much easier to distinguish.
A lot more character.
Yes. Curtis in on a deep shot here, but a closed whizzer with under 20 seconds to go near the out-of-bounds line. Another Merkel situation here.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a takedown.
Not as of yet. Curtis able to hip high and get out of bounds. No takedown.
I think that was a takedown. What do you think?
Well, from our position, not able to see what was going on up top. The leg was in between. I didn't see Brown really hook that leg and establish an extension. But if he had what was up top locked up and controlled, much, much closer to a takedown.
Yeah, I think the ref is on the other side than our perspective, so he might not have seen where the leg was.
Brown here, switching feet back and forth. That ends the first scoreless. Choister Brown immediately chooses the bottom position.
Let's get that first point scored. It's a really wide stance from referee's position for Brown.
Inside foot pointing inward to allow him to just swivel, come up to his feet. Escape for Brown. Curtis in on a shot, and now we scramble.
Looks like he's going to be a takedown here for Brown.
Yes,
There
indeed.
it is.
Brown
That's an
comes.
armbar. Trying to hit like a suck back.
Now more traditional bar running behind. See if he picks a side. No, he wants to go back to that suck back.
Yeah.
When you do that, you sort of lose some pressure. That enabled Curtis to get the hips up.
Take your weight off him.
Curtis got to his feet quickly to get his first point of the match. 3-1 Brown. Under a minute to go here in period number 2.
Nice high crotch from Curtis. Trying to switch double.
Boy, and again, Brown dives across that ankle. Does he have the cradle locked?
I think so. He
He
got
does.
locked. Ooh.
Oh, Curtis just rolled over his ankle.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
Curtis is in some significant pain there, but Brown is looking for a fall. Curtis trying to keep that inside shoulder up.
Ref not looking for a pin, really. Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Takedown, full back points. Yeah, he rolled right back over his ankle.
20.
8-1 the score now.
Trying to roll through it, takes it the other way and goes out of bounds. He's kind of holding his knee or...
Not much of a
Looks like he's
noticeable
all
limp,
right.
just a little bit of a limp there. But it's a big, big advantage now for Brown, up 7 points. But again, we saw twice here in the second period, Curtis with an excellent deep shot, and Brown did not panic, just jumped into a scramble situation, came out the better for it.
That'll do it for the second period. It's going to be 8-1 Brown. It's Curtis's choice, and he's going to go down to start the third.
But again, in a spot where you need a lot of points, you want that escape point, but if it takes you 30, 35 seconds to get it, that's a heck of an investment for one.
Brown sitting on that right ankle.
Well, it's taken at least 30.
I'm not sure if Curtis has the energy.
It was a high output second period in terms of his offensive attempts and having to fight off his back and fight that pin.
Gets to his feet and gets away, but yeah, that cost him about 45 seconds. Now it's 8-2. He needs 6, so.
Yeah, even a feet to back situation is not going to do the job.
That's the beauty of wrestling, though. The pin always wins.
That's
Doesn't
right.
matter what the score
That's
is.
exactly right. Now it's an
Great
8-point match. And I don't know what the score was when the two met at the State Tools when Curtis came away with the pin. It was late in the match.
Yeah, if I'm Brown here, I'm probably resisting any roll-through tilts or anything that might, put me in a.
As long as Curtis is willing to lay down on the mat, just look active on top.
Yeah, grab wrists, keep them extended. Yeah, it looks like that's pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah, Curtis has his head down, and when you're in that position on bottom, referees are not going to really give you the benefit of the doubt and force the top man into action if you're not providing action as the bottom man.
There's 15 seconds left. It's going to have to be a pin here for Curtis. Brown, no stall. He goes for the big move, not able to capitalize.
3 seconds, 2, 1.
That'll do it.
And Cade Brown comes away with revenge from an earlier season defeat for a 10-3 win for the Eagles. Thank you. I'm good.
I'll grab one.
Good job, gentlemen. Team, hold it down. Take care of business. Hey, Brown.
Let's go, Matt 3. 1 50s.
You ready for next year?
Oh, awesome. Okay, I have left. I told you already, I have an absolute left. Very cool.
Good.
Yeah, Jack, it's been a great time.
The wrestlers in the boys 144-pound weight class from Archbold with a record of 55-1, a former state champion from Archbold, Brody Dominic. From Ashland Mapleton with a record of 46-1, senior Brock Durbin. From St. Harris Graham with a record of 38-4, a two-time state champion, Junior Brogan Tucker.
This means a higher frequency of 4-timers.
With a record of 48-4,
Well,
sophomore, Caleb Gilmore.
For the past 7 years,
Division I from Lakewood, St.
there hasn't
Edward,
been one,
with a record of 34
right? But yes, that's, I mean, I was actually looking at it today, and once you got to like 99, there's an average about one a year. It didn't happen every year. Yeah. But before that,
How many guys are on pace to do it?
I think 3. Well, yeah. And Blaze. That's just Division I.
Yeah, right.
Getting ready to go here at the Division I Championship, Matt. 144 pounds. The last match of the first half. We're not going to have a halftime here. But this is bout number 7, and it's a big one. It's a rematch of last year's 138-pound final. Ryan Bennett from St. Ed's, black singlet, gold trim, and Omar Ayoub, black singlet for Dublin Kaufman with the lightning bolts all over it. Bennett led, I can't remember if it was 4 or 6 points, heading into the third period last year. And Ayoub came storming back to win his second championship, looking for his third. And no shock, we're into a scramble. Outside of Marcus Blaze, have we had a clean shot takedown yet? And that's just wrestling now.
I'm sure there was one in there, but I cannot remember. Actually, there might not be.
I don't think there was. That's, in the past decade, 15 years, the biggest difference in collegiate wrestling, and it's trickled down to high school wrestling, the high-level scrambling. And I always call it, we've got a scramble here with Bennett on his back, ankles to ankles. I always called it the Jesse Delgado effect.
Dean Heil.
Dean Heil was that way. Oh no. Ayoub just had his, that's the danger of scrambles. Ayoub just had his knee torqued in the wrong direction.
Run injury time on green.
And he is in injury time. And it's amazing that we frankly don't see more of that with knees and ankles. But really from the opening whistle, these two were in a scramble situation.
Yeah.
And guys at college and at high school, a big chunk of practice time for the higher level teams is devoted to just this sort of thing, the scrambling with play wrestling. Just get in there and play around with it. We're sparring in this situation. Work your way through it. Find your way.
It's unique in that it's not a move that you drill.
Right.
It's not like a chain of moves you do in scrambling. It's more like philosophy of, high leg and,
High head,
pressure to
yes.
to the knee and the ankle. Knowing when to bail or change the position. Like, it's no move. It's more feeling. It's something you have to practice.
Change of direction shot there from Ayub. Good reaction from Bennett. Scoreless here with 30 seconds to go in the first period. Again, last year Bennett opened the scoring and had the advantage 25. Through 2 periods. And Ayub had to come roaring back with, I believe, 3 takedowns in the third period. Ayub is 1 match away from going for his 4th state championship. Lost in the finals as a freshman to Ty Wilson, who he had beaten the week before at the district final.
It's going to do it for the first period. It's going to be scoreless.
Let's see, Ayub still with a slight limp there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a pre-existing injury, the way his knee's taped up.
You can see it's pretty heavily bandaged there.
So at least he's already got a brace on it.
Right.
So Bennett going to start on bottom again. Wanted to get that first score in the event that we had an ultimate tiebreaker.
And that return, we get that crotch lift. A lot of times try and find a half on the way down, turn that into back points. Then able to swivel those hips free, and he goes up 1-0.
He's trying to get a shot from space, not able to get to it. Ends up in front headlock.
He's always been a guy that's been able to shoot from distance. Long arms, long legs.
Oh, tries
to dump here. The Colin Moore school of front dump.
1 minute.
It's funny, the banners around. I think it used to be over there, so it's gone now where we're looking. But they had Colin Moore on there. Seeing him just look like a kid.
Yeah. First state champion from Norwayne High School.
Yeah. Just a one-time state champ, which is obviously still a huge accomplishment.
Of course.
But the level of success he went on to have. And
still competing at a high level, at the senior level.
He's overseas somewhere right now. I forget where he said.
Much slower pace to the second period here. Bennett trying to pick it up a little bit.
Under 30 to go.
Bennett with the underhook. He's got head position.
I think Abe's trying to maybe avoid the scramble for now.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be more willing to go than the third. I think he just wants to keep it close for now, given his injury.
See if he chooses bottom or if he goes back to his feet.
Short time, we're just going to run it out here.
Both wrestlers seemed content with letting it run, and the referee did as well.
Abe's choice. Looks like he'll be heading down. Spiral ride from Bennett. Abe tries to hip over. Not able to get any separation.
It almost looked like Bennett was anticipating that and was trying to almost bait him into it.
Back to the spiral ride. I think he wants to try to ride it out. Abe to his feet. Bennett on a leg.
And again, this is a space to kill some time. And now he's got that Turk. He can kill even more time off this clock.
Barely has a Turk. Probably going to be able to get that out of there. Yeah, gets his other knee through. But yeah, his clock's running. Minute 10 to go. Bennett not wanting to let him out.
105.
St. Ed's coaches are saying 1 minute ride out. They wanted the ride out here.
Now, if it happens, it's a state championship.
Yeah.
And quickly to his feet. Bennett drops to a leg. And now we're into a scramble situation. The disadvantage here for Ayub is if he exposed his back.
Yeah, in that scramble.
Right.
It's not an option anymore.
Again, out of bounds, a restart. 49 seconds to go. Now, Ayub, having already taken injury time once, if he does it again, gives choice of position to Bennett. And certainly wants to avoid that. Bennett was able to escape pretty easily in the second period.
Ayub to his feet. Bennett on a leg now. Ayub needs to get some separation. Bennett's got a pretty good grip on that leg, it looks like. And we'll get a stalemate with 35 to go.
35.
Now, if you're Ayub, you got to have a sense of urgency. There's not time to wait around. Now the feeling is you have to get the escape and not think about a takedown in regulation. He's got to think about the escape to get the overtime.
Or a reversal. Reversal will do it. 20 to go, though. He needs to do something in a quad pod.
And again, Bennett drops to that leg.
Kicking away, had some separation, but Bennett right back on the leg. 5 to go.
Stall call is not going to help. Bennett rides out the third period for 2 full minutes to avenge a loss from last year against Ayub and take the title by a 1-0 score. And Matthew, it looked like Ayub was hampered in the second and third period by that knee, because there didn't appear to be a lot of exuberance in the motions. And you'd hate for that to be a factor, but sometimes it just is.
Wrestlers in the boys 150-pound weight class in Division 3.
So revenge for Bennett from a season ago. He gets his second championship as a senior. Ayub, a 4-time finalist, twice a runner-up, and a 2-time champion. Nothing to be ashamed of there.
Absolutely not.
From Marion Pleasant with a record of 48.
So that brings us to our 8th match of the night.
Currently in halftime.
Yeah.
From Steubenville with a record of 49-3.
I gotta say, Matthew, you and I call a lot of Ohio State dual meets at the Jennings Center together. A few years ago when we started doing that, it floored me. I guess I hadn't really considered the fact that colleges do a halftime for wrestling. I'm not sure still why that is. There are no adjustments to be made.
Right, the guys that competed in the first half aren't competing in the second
Right.
half.
I guess it's just a way for people to go to the bathroom and buy some concessions.
That's what I was going to say. It's probably for the fans to go to the bathroom.
You'd hate to miss a moment.
Yeah, you want what the coach is even saying, right?
Right. Get hydrated, boys.
Yeah.
Some of you get on the bike. All right, here we go, 150 pounds. Landon Murphy, stark difference in singlets.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Black singlets seem to be a pretty common theme.
Yes, it is.
The school's got to be a little more creative.
Jackson Joy looking for his first state championship. Just like Omar Ayub, and a quick go-behind gets him on the board 2-0. Joy lost in the finals by a point his freshman year. That's all that's keeping him from being a possible 4-timer.
He's looking for backs here, not going to get it that turn. He's going to give the escape.
Joy ranked number 1. Landon Murphy from Moeller ranked 5th.
There's a takedown on the edge that was awarded. It's going to be 4-1 in 25 seconds. That's some fast scoring.
Joy looks like he wants to go optional start here. Moeller is a team with 2 finalists.
Wow, nice ankle pick. That's 2.
There's the award, maybe exposure. Got those legs split, but Murphy was able to rotate the hips enough to avoid that.
Right boot in. Trying to hit a roll through tilt. Not a lot of room to work with, but able to keep it in.
He's getting swipes. And he got them all. 3 more points make it 9-2. Joy.
9-3.
45.
Both these body types are similar here. Joy is long and lean, has a lot of reach, has a great throw by. Can he score inbounds? Yes, he can. Kicks out that post foot, turns it into a takedown. Still has 30 seconds to go. He's got a boot in near the edge. Checks the clock, sees how much time in addition to the real estate. 15 seconds to go. Murphy holding on to that ankle. Make sure that boot stays out.
Short time, 7 seconds.
Well, just like a wet rag on top there. Joy not giving any separation. No
Wet rag.
No room for Murphy to even sneak out and escape. You ever just had a wet towel thrown on you? It just sticks right to you. There's no way. It's just heck to get that thing off of you. Neutral will start the second period.
Yeah, Joy's consistently gone up in weight. 106 to 120 to 132, now at 150.
They lost to Ryan Bennett, who we just saw win his second championship. Lost to Ryan Bennett 3 years ago at the 106-pound weight class, 6-5.
The Navy ride on top.
10-point lead from Joy.
Trying to turn some back somehow. It's a tough position, though.
Joy has tick-falled his way through the tournament. Murphy has had a closer road, had a first-round pin, and a major decision in the quarterfinals, and snuck by Zach Aquila, 1-0 in the semifinals. Aquila had earlier in the quarters beat Ty Wilson. Wilson was coming into this tournament looking for his third championship. Mentioned earlier he beat Omar Ayoub when they were both freshmen. Wilson won it as a sophomore and then lost last year in the semifinals. Wilson came back to get third. Under 20 to go here. Joy looking to finish this period with a takedown.
There's a
They give up the takedown instead. So that makes it a 7-point match. Murphy is going to take top here.
I like it. Down by 6.
He was ready to take bottom. Coach said, nope, take top. Mitch Clark's school of thought there.
He's going for a left side boot.
Listen, I like this as a strategy. Joy has clearly had his way on their feet.
It's a headhunt here. He's working on top. Might be a little high. Maybe a stalemate coming here.
Probably won't let it go on too long. There is the stoppage.
Needs to get a turn or two here. Down by 7. There's a roll attempt, but they go head out of bounds. Joy just needs to ride out the period. No sense of urgency for him getting out.
Well, the situation here, obviously, for Murphy, it'd take 3 turns. What you're hoping for is a turn to the back where you can score the fall.
Yeah.
Tough enough to turn a guy like Joy once, let alone 3 times.
This would be potentially dangerous. See, optional? Nope. He's doing a good job of riding him.
Well, again, for Joy, When he gave up the takedown at the end of the second period, maybe the thought of a tech fall faded away a little bit, so he understood that all he has to do is wrestle here in the third period.
All right, looks like he's going to get a reversal here, most likely, unless he gets a step over. He's got to be careful there.
Murphy was not able to settle the action with Joy on his back, but got dicey there for a moment.
Yeah. Optional start.
Well, now he wants to go to his feet and look for the big throw.
He's going to attempt it, but not there.
Finish here. Split him, hug it, hug it. That's 2, reversal. That's a reversal, he's on his back. That's a reversal.
Joy can swim that arm out, he'll be in good shape. Now if he can elevate that leg, he doesn't have to swim the arm, he just has to elevate that leg, and he did it. There's the reversal. 9-point lead for Joy.
Has a leg lace.
Hold back in.
Well, you can cartwheel till the cows come home. This ain't freestyle. It's not getting you any points.
Good job, bud. Hey. Finish on top. Finish on top.
Under 10 to go here.
Has a major decision. Not sure if team points matter much for Wadsworth.
They do not.
That'll do it.
15-7, the final score. Major decision victory and the third title for Jackson Joy, putting the cap on one heck of a high school career.
Joey.
All right, on we go to 157 pounds. Sycamore's Eugene Harney, 3-time placer. He has won every finals match he has had in the state tournament. 5th as a freshman, 3rd as a sophomore, and a 150-pound champ last year for Sycamore, taking on Tyler Diericks from Olentangy Liberty, who has never placed at the state tournament. And as a senior, he finds himself wrestling on the big mat on Sunday night.
Again, we get some distinct singlets.
I like it.
Harney in the green, Diericks in the blue.
Diericks beat top-ranked Jeremy Ginter in the quarterfinals. District champ Marshall Geckler from Massillon Perry in the semis. Now trying to knock off Harney, who's in on a shot deep. Harney 43-3 on the season. There's the takedown.
Harney leading by 2 halfway through the first period.
Harney snuck a 5-4 decision last year against Bradley Eaton of St. Ed's in the state championship. No stranger to the big stage here. Although we don't have the stage anymore with 4 divisions now.
Harney puts left side boot in, riding crossbody, trying to drive forward and break him down.
Olentangy Liberty hasn't even been a high school that long. I'm not entirely sure how many years, but they're looking for their 10th state championship.
That's going to be a stall call on Harney for riding on top.
Had the boot in, had the far ankle. I think if I'm thinking along with the referee, there was no improvement of position, no real attempt to break down.
I'd give it a little more time.
You know, for the bottom man in that position, you don't have a lot of options.
Yeah. Short time, 10 seconds.
Finishes out the period on top. 2-0 lead. For Eugene Harney, looking for his 2nd state championship. Olentangy is the largest Olentangy schools are the largest suburban school district in the state of Ohio now, growing at an incredible rate. 4 high schools already, and they're trying to build a 5th. I believe it's the 5th biggest district in terms of population in Ohio.
Being suburban, too.
Basically outside of the 270 belt in northeastern central Ohio, outside of Columbus. Last year they crowned a 3-time champ, Dylan Russo.
Not many shot attempts here in the second. About halfway through.
Harney had a major decision win in his first round match, but close decisions in the quarters and semis. A 5-2 win against Eaton, who he beat last year in the state finals. And then a win over Jake Wood of Perrysburg, 7-5 in the semis to get here.
Shot attempt by Harney, not able to get a grip. 30 seconds left.
Not much scoring and not much action. A lot of position holding. Harney under a shot now, near the out-of-bounds line. He would love to score here near the end of the period. He's going to get it. Takedown with 2 seconds left on the clock. They'll go out with 1 second left. That's a huge 2 points.
Very big.
There are a lot of cliches in wrestling broadcasting, but points at the ends of period, cliche though it may be, it's cliche for a reason. Because you get those, you're going to win more often than not.
Especially with high school still being a 2-point takedown.
Yes.
Less of an emphasis, but still important in college now that they have a 3-point takedown.
I wonder how long it's going to be before high schools follow suit. Maybe they're waiting to see.
I think college isn't committed to it yet. They're trying it out. I think depending on feedback.
Right. I think
they'd be willing to go back to 2.
You know, if college sticks with it for 3 years, for 5 years, and the feedback is good, high school probably goes along with it.
I still need to change the point thresholds, though, for major and tech and whatnot. It's too easy to get bonus points now.
Derek's trying for a reversal here.
He might have a leg tuck, too, if he gets it.
Now he needs to continue to rotate to the right. He's got his leg bound up now. Want to see some inward pressure. Wayne Harney doing a great job holding on to that leg. He has not given up the reversal yet.
Yeah, just hanging on.
Now maybe a far side cradle.
1 minute to go.
Watch that knee.
There's a stalemate. No change.
Excellent composure there from Harney to not panic in that situation and stay with his positioning.
Harney's still on top, leading 5-0, 45 to go.
Switch attempt there from Derek's. Front strip return from Harney. Now under 30 seconds to go here in the third period. He can taste that title. And a reversal attempt here from Derek's. But he doesn't need 2, he needs 5. Two seconds left, and that'll do it. 5-0 victory. And Eugene Harney continues his tradition of winning his last match every year. 5th, 3rd, and now twice a champion for Sycamore.
We had to track the paper down for our last match.
I do not.
What weight class was that previously?
Can I use that pen?
We're just 157.
Can I borrow that pen?
Say again?
Can I borrow your pen?
Yeah.
So the match should have been like
Match
6:59.
6:59. Match 6:59, Marcus.
Sycamore High School.
Here are the matches at 165, Division 3, and number 4. From Michael Edison with a 56-2 record, senior Owen Orman. From Kansas, Dakota with a 47-2 record, junior Braxton Watkins. In Division 2, 42-4 record from Columbus, Bishop Watterson, freshman Michael Boyle. The 32-9 record from St. Petersburg.
Burden's an OSU commit. I didn't look up where these guys were committed.
The championship match in Division 1.
I don't think they do. Maybe they do. I don't know.
A 31-10 record, junior Landon Johnson. And a returning state champion from Dublin Boston with a 46-2 record, senior Ethan Burden. In the girls' division at 145, from East Liverpool with a 48-2 record, senior Rakea Newman. From Eaton with a 37-1 record, junior Carolyn Claywan.
On we move to 165 pounds here on mat 2, the Division 1 mat. Landon Johnson of Massillon Perry, their second of 3 finalists. In the black singlet with gold trim, taking on Ethan Burden. Burden, returning state champ from 157 pounds a year ago, is a 3-time placer. 5th, 2nd, 1st. He's an Ohio State commit, wrestling in the two-piece black uniform. First one of those we have seen on the Division 1 mat. Johnson quickly in on a shot, but Burden turns the tables, almost had the cradle, settles for the takedown. He goes up 2-0. Burden has been the top-ranked 165-pounder in Ohio all season long. Dangerous roll through there.
Close to going out of bounds.
Put himself to his back without much chance of getting back points. Now rolls through again. He's on his back. He gives up the reversal.
Didn't quite have it tight enough.
Yeah. Now it looked kind of loose on the first one. It was loose on that second one, cost him 2 points. Even up at 2 apiece. Johnson, a junior, has not placed at the state tournament. Burden has beaten him twice this year at the finals of the Riemann Invitational. Actually, 3 times. Also, Burden beat him at Brecksville and the state duels.
Big mat return out of bounds. 20 seconds to go.
You see it often here at the state tournament. A guy that has dominated a series and the opposition winds up reversing the decision on the biggest stage.
Escape here would be pretty big.
15 seconds to get it, almost a locked hands there. But in this position, you would think Johnson would be able to finish out the period on top. They're going to hit him for a stall call.
7 seconds to go.
He had the legs locked, he had his arm around the waist, wasn't really moving up the body, so the referee felt he was not trying to improve. Quick start there from Burden. First caution. Burden quickly to his feet. Mat return roll through, escape before time expires. You said an escape would be big.
That is big.
That stall call was huge because it allowed the reset, and Burden was able to turn it into one.
Burns going to go right back down to start the second. He leads by 1.
Why not? Boy, almost another quick start
I thought
there.
Burden might have been a half second early there.
I'm
Maybe
not
a
sure
quarter.
Johnson even got to the elbow. 4-2 Burden after the escape. Burden with a takedown and the reversal for Johnson, 2 escapes with a Dublin Kaufman 165-pounder. Perry needs this win to stay alive for the chase for second place. Dublin Kaufman sitting in 4th place, 84.5 points.
Burden committed to Ohio State. He'll stay here in Columbus.
Burden has the ability to create offense from a lot of different areas. You can see there, he's got a lot of length in the arms and legs.
He's a 165 now. I could easily see him going 84 within a year or 2.
Depending on how his genetics allow him to fill out,
Yeah.
he's got the height, he's got the frame for a 184, certainly.
If he can bulk up, retain his quickness.
Well, and some guys are better just sticking at, I mean, if his body doesn't want to take on weight necessarily, you could see him as a career 65 in college.
Yeah. Also, it's a function of where you can make the lineup.
That's true as well. Ohio State, not an easy lineup to crack, certainly.
No. 15 to go, especially with how many young guys they got now.
Very young team. Rough first couple of rounds of the Big Ten for the Buckeyes, but battled back to finish yesterday in 5th place. Finals going on now.
That'll do it to finish the second period. It's a 4-2 lead for Burden.
Burden's got some of that, they call that K-tape. Wasn't sticking, just gets rid of it. I still don't know how that stuff works. It's a mystery to me.
Never had to use it. So, still a close match here. Johnson just needs 1, and that's going to be a 1-point match.
Burden is tough on top. As you would expect, he can ride legs.
Stand high, nice job.
Now the Burden has him flattened out. He's going to try and go to work here on top. Wrist rolled. He tries to slide that left boot in. He's trying, but Johnson was flat down on the mat. It's hard to slide a boot in that way.
Got a reinforced arm bar. See if he tries to take it over again. Did not have success. Gave up a reversal in the first period trying it.
Still 4-2, under a minute to go. Burden trying for his 2nd state championship. Johnson has placed for the first time.
We got an injury time.
Well, you know, remember, we saw him take off that tape that's meant to kind of hold muscles and joints in place, provide support. Again, it's a mystery to us, but that's the area that seems to be ailing him right now.
Apparently it does something.
So the on-site trainer taking a look at Burden.
I'll get back up with you, Ray.
Burden's under a minute to go here, shaking out that right arm. Really, Johnson hadn't come all that close to an escape. If you're not at 100%, and you've got to find a way to throw that boot in and ride out a large chunk of time.
Under a minute left. Burden leading by 2. We're going to restart.
There have been no stall warnings on Burden. Johnson has one. Burden has been warned for a caution.
Keep fighting there! Keep fighting there! Fight there!
Burden slides that ankle lockout with the left leg near the out-of-bounds line to try and buy some more time. Going to hit him for a stall call. And that's where if you slide that leg in, if you can stretch it out and break a guy's inside hip back down, you're going to get some more leeway from the official to work.
34 to go. Burden still leads by 2, so he could give up one more as long as he stays on top.
Right. Switch attempt here. Johnson's got that leg. He's just going to wisely get the one, and now he can go on the attack to try a takedown, or if he gets another stall call, it'll be tied up.
20 seconds to go.
Burden presenting himself, not giving ground. Now Johnson does a smart thing. Turns to where Burden was heading out of bounds. Now Burden reverses that field. 2 seconds, 1 second. Out of bounds with 1 second left on the clock. Jump in. Caution from Johnson. Now we show 0 seconds on the clock.
All right, we're going to put 1 second back on the clock.
And that'll do it. Burden comes away with a 4-3 victory for his second state championship. That win locks Perrysburg into the second place trophy. Maslin Perry down 9 points. Only has 1 finalist remaining.
Here are the matches at 175. I'm here, you're here. Yep. On match number 4, Division 3. From North Lewisburg Triad with a 54-1 record, junior Awesome Mitchell.
He's on his way.
With a 57-1 record, junior from Island Edison, Luke James. On match 3, the Division 2 match. Returning state champion from St. Mary's Grand Local with a 39-4 record, senior Gunnar Gramfleck. With a 50-1 record from Vanessa Woodridge, senior Stephen Duffy.
Go, Elliot!
On match 2, the championship match at 175 for Division 1.
What time I got
From
this?
Junior Tyrell Miller. And from Cincinnati, the South, with a 46-4 record, junior Clarkson Thomas.
I just flipped on that.
The girls will set a 35-point match. Defending state champion undefeated at 54-0 from Vincent Warren, senior Kylie Tate. From Olentangy, Orange, with a 23-4 record, senior Soraya Mahmood.
Time to move on now to 175 pounds. Lakewood St. Ed's Tyrell Miller, a junior, finished 3rd at 165 last year, taking on Carson Thomas of Cincinnati LaSalle. He's in the white singlet. He was 2nd at 165 last year. Both juniors. Miller forward pressure toward the out-of-bounds line.
We're going to go out of bounds, get a restart. 30 seconds off the clock.
No stall call there for either wrestler. Thomas in that one knee stance. A lot of straight ahead forward pressure from both guys. Nobody has created anything resembling an angle yet.
You ready?
Back to neutral.
40 seconds to go.
Tim.
Again, it's Miller just pressing straight forward here.
Not sure what he's trying to create. We're going to stalemate on the edge.
Well, here, St. Ed's has locked up the team title. They had that coming into the championship round. St. Paris Graham has won another state championship. They are 15.5 points up on Medina Buckeye, who coming into the finals did have a chance to overtake Graham. It did not work out their way. Division III, Barnesville came in with an opportunity to be the first Eastern District team to win a state championship at the Division III level. And it's gone back and forth, but it looks like Milan Edison is going to win that one. They are up by 4.5 points. I'm not sure if Barnesville has another title contender. What an over-under throw by. Thomas puts Miller to his back near the out-of-bounds line. The first real piece of action in this match is a big one. Looking for the fall here.
Lots of time still on the clock.
Looks like he lost his crossbody pressure, and Miller able to belly out, but it's a 5-point move for Carson Thomas. Finally, that pressure worked against Miller.
He's going to be up 6-0. Gets the escape. Shot by Miller, and Thomas just throws it by right to his back. Big, big move right there.
The girls' championship, by the way, is going to be won by Olentangy Orange. They beat last year's state champ Harrison. Right now they are up by 12 points, and Harrison doesn't have any more finalists.
Lots of time left in this match.
And we're just now at the halfway mark, a minute to go in the second period.
With a member of the coaching staffs of Harrisburg,
Thomas got to be.
Lakewood to St. Edward.
There's a reversal.
Excellent turn in there from Miller.
Or takedown. Yeah, it's a reversal.
And Miller started the period on bottom.
Thomas started on bottom. They got the takedown.
Yes. Started the restart on bottom, excuse me.
Yes.
Another quick escape.
Miller's going to need a takedown here to finish this period. That'd put him in within striking distance. If he gets a takedown here and ride out, and an escape and takedown ties it next period. 20 seconds.
And again, just straight line pressure from both wrestlers. Thomas has been mostly holding position and being pushed. Miller has been taking some ground with a straight line push. Ten seconds now on the clock. A finger in the eye there from Miller. We'll see if they call that intentional or not. Indeed, they will penalize Miller for a finger to the eye. Well, hands in the face penalty there, and that hurts, obviously. With 4 seconds left, Miller now down 6.
Let's go. No, because he didn't want it. That was the cover, but he didn't want it. He was ready to go.
That'll do it for the second period.
He goes, no, I'm ready.
These are the top 2 ranked wrestlers in the state here at 175 pounds. Thomas from LaSalle ranked number 1, Miller ranked number 2.
So it's an 8-2 lead. So Miller can get out here and cut it to 5. That's a 1-point match or a 1-move match. a big move, but we've already seen one so far.
11 of the 14 ranked number 1 wrestlers have made it to the state finals. Tight ear to ear here. 30 seconds of the third period have gone away.
Stall call on red. It's Thomas.
It's the first one against Thomas. Boy, he takes his first shot. He's in deep. He's patched the head between the legs.
Trying to come out the back.
Wait, if you're Thomas, you can be deliberate here. You know the clock is on your side.
Right.
If you're Miller, you got to clamp up and try for a stalemate quickly because he's not in a good position to scramble through and score on his own.
He's got to roll this through, maybe out of bounds. That's his hope.
Miller got himself extended there a little bit. He's going to give up the takedown.
Leg is turked.
If you're Thomas, you got to keep wrestling here. Don't let that go out of bounds. Don't let that clock stop. Turk slips out. Miller gets back to his belly, and they do go out. 7-point lead now for Thomas.
Coaching staffs from Barnesville and Milan Edison, please report to the head table. Thank you.
Clean restart, 30 seconds to go. And if you're Thomas, you talked about it earlier with wrestler leading in the third period. No roll through tilts.
Yep.
No banana split attempts here.
He's got the left ankle pinched. Short time, 10 seconds.
Good ride out here from Thomas in the third period. He's going to turn this into a 10-3 win and a state championship. Runner-up a season to go, Thomas. He improves one slot. Miller improved one slot as well. He was third last year. He'll be a runner-up this year, and that is certainly an accomplishment in and of itself.
Wrestling in the boys 190-pound weight class in Division 3 from Liberty Center with a record of 43-3, a senior and defending state champion, Xander Myers.
Is that?
Miller looks like he's been really good at that.
Yeah.
From Garrett's Fairfield with a record of 53-1. Defending state champion, senior Keegan Zell.
That Colin Palmer.
In Division
Sales.
2, from Columbus to Sales with a record of 39-8.
They got Shulaw brothers back-to-back here at 90 and 215.
From Medina, Buckeye with a record of 46-4, senior Eddie Knightenbank.
This Shulaw is a pretty big underdog, but the bigger Shulaw, he's a friggin' specimen.
From Lakewood St. Edward with a record of 38-3, junior Jarrell Miller. In the girls' 170-pound weight class, from North Bend Taylor with a record of 36-3, senior Megan Warbrick. And from Loveland with a record of 38-1, a defending state champion, sophomore
Miller and Miller, yeah.
Madison.
You hand me colors. All right, now to 190 pounds, the other Miller, Gerald Miller. Matt Kowalski. Kowalski from Springboro in the white singlet. Miller in that familiar black and gold from St. Ed's. And he scores the, well, they're not giving a takedown yet. And they won't, out of bounds.
I thought he had that.
Looked good enough to me.
I think that hand was down past reaction time.
Seemed like a takedown, but was not awarded.
I'm nervous. I can't think about that.
I really hope Kowalski's going to go to the academy. become a cop. With a name like Kowalski,
Yeah.
you just have to be a police officer.
You go right to the academy, they give you your mustache, they give you your billy club. Get on the beat, young man.
Just born to be in law enforcement.
Miller ranked number 1, Kowalski number 2. Miller was a Powerade champion this year and finished 4th at the Ironman. Kowalski was 8th at what many consider to be the top high school wrestling tournament in the nation.
In season. I think a Super 32 is probably the toughest.
Your attention, please. Would a member of the coaching staffs from Barnesville and from Milan Edison please report to the head table?
Not much action since that first sequence.
Miller heard you. Shot attempt there.
30 to go here in the first.
20.
Period coming to a close. 5 seconds left.
It's a lot of energy to expend. I wasn't aware of how much time is left. Kowalski going to take bottom.
And that's, we don't talk about it a lot, but conditioning is such a factor because that was a draining period without any points.
Right.
Yeah, the guy who has done the sprints, who has done the live goes and things of that nature, to build that cardio, has the advantage going into the second period of a scoreless match.
And Miller in deep, tries to transition upper body. Probably a mistake there.
Well, I think he felt the strength in the hips of Kowalski. You can see Kowalski not as tall, but he is solidly built in his lower half.
He's stout. He's a stout boy.
3 shot from Miller in deep. Kowalski with the whizzer. Boy, what defense there from Kowalski.
Oh, Miller gets off balance.
Kowalski capitalizes with the takedown, and Miller appears to have twisted an ankle, maybe on the way back. Yeah, you're right. He just lost his balance and position momentarily, and Kowalski felt it and was able to bowl through for the 2.
Yeah, that's a great reaction by Kowalski, noticing that and capitalizing on it.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing, if you think about the moment's gone,
Right.
You've got to react immediately, almost anticipating it. So injury time running here.
He's going to get back up.
Stop the clock.
Bring down.
He's limping on
Yeah,
it.
he's got a fairly heavy limp there.
So we'll restart. Minute 13 left in the second. Kowalski leading by 3 now with escape and takedown.
Kowalski immediately locks out that ankle.
Yeah, it's going to go like a cruncher cradle. Miller staying extended.
Kowalski, now he's sunk that elbow. Now he's got the neck bent.
Miller's got to get that ankle free.
45 seconds to go. Miller does free the ankle, but now a near side cradle. Kowalski's trying to run it over near the out-of-bounds line. Miller, though, is able to escape.
Wow.
Good job keeping the pressure and keeping the strength in his back.
Jeez.
Miller looked at the clock, and that almost cost him.
In a 180 to look at it.
Kowalski was too far away to capitalize on it.
That was a sequence that really could have gone either way there.
Yes.
There's 20 here left in the second. Kowalski up by 2. He's going to get to start the period on bottom. Ooh, let's say Miller's lost a little bit of his
Yeah,
agility.
you can see he wanted to do a change of direction there, and maybe the ankle didn't quite allow it. or he could be beginning to fatigue here toward the end of the second period.
That's going to be it. Kowalski. I don't know, Kowalski started on bottom last period.
Correct, got the escape, then got the takedown.
So Miller's on bottom circle.
Got blood time here.
Is that blood?
Looks like a little bit on the cheek there, Miller. It's one of those things where you get some blood inside your mouth and it migrates out to a cheek or a lip or something.
All right, we'll start here, the third period.
Gives both guys a little bit of a breather. I'm not sure if one needs it more than the other or not.
Clean start. Miller quad pod. Kowalski drops down to that cradle again. Has it locked up.
Yeah, the other situation, he didn't have the elbow quite deep enough. Now he does. Well, I think he kind of got caught in between a split crotch and just running toward the head. And I think that's going to cost him getting an actual turn here with the cradle.
Still has it locked. Miller got to be careful here where he puts his weight.
He's able to slide the head out, and now slides over top. Kowalski down on that ankle. He better move or he's going to get buzzed for stalling. And we've got injury time. He's down on that injured ankle for Miller. This is the second injury time, and now Kowalski's going to get choice of position.
Yeah, that's big.
So if you're Kowalski and you don't feel like you can be turned, bottom is the obvious place to go here.
Red's gonna go bottom.
Yep, Kowalski's gonna go top or go on the bottom.
Really? Red chooses down.
So again, Kowalski does choose bottom.
Minute 22, lots of time to wrestle, but Miller's going to go optional start. He's going to need more than a takedown. He's down by 3 now, goes right in on a shot, gets it locked.
Takedown to the back does it.
Kowalski tries to roll through. Miller not able to come out on top.
But Kowalski's defense, his hips have been excellent.
Double unders from Miller.
Kowalski did a smart thing there. He was heading toward the out-of-bounds line and circled to get his back to the center to avoid a stall call there.
50 seconds. Again, Miller needs at least or more than a takedown. He's down by 3. Throw by.
Well, that's desperation there. Kowalski knew that was coming and was able to slide that underhook in and throw it by. And that looks like it may well be the thing that secures a state championship.
Yeah, I don't think Miller's got much left after that. Kowalski's going for blood, though. He's got going for the cradle, it looks like. We'll see if he tries to take it over. He kind of gives it up. And he's going to try to play it conservative.
Elbow in. Elbow in. 15. Elbow in. Elbow in. Throw that elbow in. Elbow in. Elbow in.
Now for Matt Kowalski, the junior, his second time on the podium. This time he is way up on the top.
That's a hot tough one to swallow. Nothing. Let's go!
Tied it up.
Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Can't help but wonder how things would have gone if he got that first takedown.
Yeah, that changes everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I thought it was long enough for 2, but
Yeah. What is going on?
guy got out with 6 seconds left to break the tie. And the other guy went for a over-under, fell right to his back. Tried the lat drop and it didn't drop.
Wrestling in the boys 215-pound weight class from Harrison Central with a record of 46-0. Senior Lucas Thomas. From Defiance Ayersville with a record of 56-2, Senior Dave Delano. In Division 2, from Wapakoneta, a record of 34-3, Senior Jace Mouse. From Columbus DeSales, with a record of 48-1, defending state champion, Senior Max Shula. In Division 1, from Lakewood St. Edward, with a record of 21-6, Senior Johnny Slaper. From Cincinnati Moeller, with a record of 40-6, Junior Will Atkins. In the girls' 190-pound division, from Findlay, with a record of 24-3, Junior Lady Oliver. From Toledo Whitmer, with a record of 34-0, a three-time Ohio State Tournament champion, Senior Samuel Isaac.
Ready to go here at 215 pounds, Johnny Slaper, Lakewood St. Ed's, black singlet, gold trim. Will Atkins, the second finalist of the day, from Cincinnati Moeller in the white and yellow and blue singlet.
Would the 8th championship and
Slaper is a three-time, make it four-time placer now, but is his first time in the finals. As a freshman, actually wrestled 220, then down at 190 each of the last 2 years. 220 was the weight class back then, since been changed back to 215. And that's where he's a finalist this year. Atkins was 6th last year at 215. And Atkins has not had much breathing room throughout the course of this tournament. First round winner 9-6, 3-1 in the quarters, overtime 3-1 in the semis. It has been nip and tuck, and for Slaper, really, it's been close as well. He had one major decision victory in the opening round, but went to the ultimate tiebreaker to win 3-2 against Cole Dickerson in the quarters, and a 7-3 win in the semis against Aiden Weimer from Springboro.
Slide by attempt by Slaper. Gets Atkins moving, but not able to follow it up with a leg attack.
25, Pat.
Relatively uneventful first period here, coming toward its conclusion. 20 seconds to go. Yeah, this is a match a lot like the last one in the first period, where there weren't many angles created, not a whole lot of activity.
That's going to do it. 0-0 heading to the second. It's be Atkins with the choice. He'll take bottom.
We've seen very little deferring first period choice in the finals here. That's sort of a philosophical shift that's happened a lot over the last several years.
Yeah, we saw one or two deferrals in the lighter weights, but I think in all those cases, someone had scored already.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's a strategic reason. I'm more inclined just to take my choice in the second. Unless you really think you need more information.
That's, you defer to the third period, just like a team defers the kickoff in football. You gather a lot of information, you see what the scenario is. Maybe that can inform a choice in the third period.
Yeah, just like football, you kind of want that last possession so you know if
Sure.
you need to go for a touchdown or a field goal or go for two. Same kind of thing. You know if you need more than one, you might just want to go to your feet. Or if you need something big and you're good on top, just go on top.
Will Adkins gets the escape point, back to our feet, and again, there's not been much in the way of committed shot attempts here.
One minute.
Left side underhook for Adkins. Good head position from Slaper though, keeping his distance.
.45 seconds to go. Adkins has that nose all heavily taped up there. That's a huge advancement in medicine. Even 5-10 years ago, if you had a cut across the bridge of your nose, you're going to be using a lot of blood time.
Yeah, that's a tough one. 10 to go here in the second. Not much in the way of offense yet so far in this match. So Slaper with a choice. Got to imagine he'll be taking
I
bottom.
would certainly think so, and yes, that's going to be the case. So now we'll see if you're Atkins, if you think you don't have a ride,
Let him out.
just let him go and look for your offense. Not sure.
He's a tall guy. He might have some legs or something. And be careful not. Oh, wow.
Into a scramble here, and I think a fortunate scramble for Atkins.
Yeah.
Because of the length he had, he was able to drape over by purpose, or hello, look what I found, and has some ankles right there.
Yeah, you gotta be careful not to get up the reversal. Not that there isn't a lot of time left to get the escape, but.
And he got out pretty quickly off the bottom, but that was with a more full gas tank than he has now.
All right, we're gonna settle this on our feet. It's 1-1, minute 40 to go. Someone's got to commit to a shot here.
Penultimate match of the evening here.
Check it up.
Hard slap. A lot of pushing though, nothing.
Slide by.
Out of bounds.
It hit Slaper for a stall there.
Maybe try to motivate some offense. There's Slaper on a shot.
Well, it worked.
Needs to get that bottom leg hooked though.
Atkins, he's wisely trying to avoid the scissor, but he's also got to find a way to get those shoulders out of there.
Yeah, he needs that far ankle. It's not getting close to him. No two yet. It's got to get the legs covered. Slaper, you got to get that far, or not Slaper. Atkins has to get that left ankle at Slaper there. He can get it in reach. Slaper's slowly getting in better and better position. Just needs to cover the legs.
35 seconds to go. He's got that leg hooked.
Almost.
There it is. Now you got to bail out. Now you got to look for one. There's time to have it. 25 seconds to go, and escape ties the match. And out of bounds they go. A fresh start. Atkins quickly to his feet, gets the escape. I said an escape ties it, it does not. Atkins needs the takedown, it's 3-2. I misspoke there. Out of bounds. Now a stall call ties it. Oh, but there's only 1 second left. I think we're going to get a question about maybe fleeing the mat here. not likely to get called.
2 seconds left. Put one more on the board.
And that'll do it. Takedown wins it 3-2 for Slaper, his first state championship. On it. I just got an email about the Big Ten championships, and it was in the title of the email, and I was hoping to not see that until I got home. Who was it? The results at 141. Mendez got the win. I was hoping to watch it at home.
With a record of 46-3, junior Landon Thomas. In Division 2, from Gates Mills Hawken, with a record of 39-2, junior Will Friedberg. From Alliance, with a record of 14-1, senior Aiden Mosden. In Division 1, from Maslin Perry, with a record of 43-2, defending state champion, senior Aiden Buckler. From Painesville Riverside, with a record of 49-2, senior Antonio Botigi. In the girls 235-pound class, from Vermillion with a record of 27-7, senior Brooke Jenkins. And from Fairborn with a record of 44-1, senior Kyle Reinhardt.
Final match of the night here on the Division I mat. Aiden Fockler, returning state champion. This is his fourth time placing, taking on Antonio Batigi from Painesville Riverside. Batigi is qualified for state twice, but have not placed.
I remember Fockler from last year hit a barn burner of a match. I think that was overtime, if I remember correct. Looks like he's a little bigger this year. I remember him being pretty undersized at heavyweight.
Yeah. Batigi has the height, certainly. Fockler holds position very, very well, looking maybe to bear hug there.
Not able to get his hands locked.
Fockler in on a shot near the out-of-bounds line. They'll go out of bounds with no score. Fockler second as a freshman, third as a sophomore and champion last year. Batigi has won an awful lot of championships this year. He was first at his home tournament at Riverside, also won the Watkins tournament, Top Gun, Kenston, and finished second to Fockler at the Riemann Invitational.
TG, a Kent State commit. He's a senior right now. Fockler committed to Central Michigan. Both Division I.
Fockler was a champion, as we said, at Hayes, and also won the Brecksville tournament. Brecksville's kind of taken over as the top holiday tournament in the state of Ohio for the last several years. Fockler in on the shot, has the leg elevated.
He's got 20 seconds. Let's say he's going to finish. There it is.
He's got the legs, he's got him covered, he's got the takedown. 2-0 Fockler as we have 15 seconds left now in the first period. Batigi flattened out, not even able to base up here with 5 seconds left. That'll finish off the first period. Both these guys, you said, seniors. Fockler ranked number 1, Batigi ranked number 3. And you can see, Batigi is very well put together, tall, has a lower body fat percentage than most heavyweights do.
Yeah. A little bit of a nosebleed.
Yeah.
So I'll get a brief break.
And Faulkner, we've seen him wrestle several times, and he's just one of those wrestlers who is really hard to wrestle against. Doesn't take any time off, doesn't mind bending things the wrong way.
He's a built dude.
Yes. So Batigi takes bottom to begin the second period, trailing by a 2-0 score. With a fresh start, we'll see what he does from the bottom. Faulkner was able to ride out that period pretty easily, but Batigi to his feet, escapes, is now a 1-point match. And you can see just the aggression of Faulkner trying to close the distance, be in tight, wrestle this one in a phone booth.
He's comfortable in there.
Batigi doesn't look as comfortable in there. Looks like he wants to have some more space.
Faulkner's really hanging on the head. Constant pulling.
Wear out those neck muscles, wear out those back muscles. Soften up your opponent for the third period. Again, Faulkner just taking ground, taking ground, taking ground. Batigi did a nice job to circle to stop going out of bounds, but it's still going to be hit for stalling here in the center of the mat. As Faulkner's continued on the march, now he's got a slide by trying to bring it to the mat. Batigi gets the legs away. They're going to go out of bounds, no score, and no call for stalling or fleeing there. Batigi just looks maybe a little sleepy out there.
Still a 1-point match, 50 seconds to go.
Now, Faulkner's had all the opportunities, really. He's created, I guess, the opportunities for scoring. Batigi, you see the arms dangling right there. Will he get the points? Yes.
Keeps the toes in.
Stayed in the cylinder. And then right before that shot, you see Batigi's arms just kind of drop. Not defending himself, not having the hands up.
We're gonna injury
and now
time.
It looks like he's got a tweak of something. Kind of holding on to that knee.
I think Faulkner's just really pulling heavy in those ties.
The aggression, it wears on you not only physically but mentally.
Yeah.
For a guy that's constantly pulling, constantly taking position, it says to the opponent, I'm not going to let you breathe. And when somebody doesn't let you breathe long enough, you look for a way to take a breath.
Right, and then you get out of position.
Right. So it's a 4-1 match here. Well into the second period. Batigi back to his feet. Now he straps it back up. Anytime somebody's got their headgear unbuckled, you wonder.
There's not going to be any choice. The first stoppage is a blood time.
Correct.
And this is an injury time, so that's his first injury time.
And there are 33 seconds left. Batigi didn't seem to have much issue getting off the bottom from a clean start.
Right.
He'll definitely want to get that here before the period ends to make it a takedown match.
Faulkner's a little bit more motivated here with only 30 seconds left to keep him down. Get them flattened.
Yeah, now if Faulkner can keep him flat, that's going to be big heading into the third period. You saw Batigi with a couple of rolls, but when the second one was stopped, there wasn't a third move to chain together, and the head kind of hit the mat, and it looked like some of the starch came out of his socks there.
5 seconds to go in the second. There's going to be a stall call is on red. He held up the green, but it's a stall call on red.
Yeah, so that's going to be a point for Faulkner. And Batigi there just had the head down on the mat, wasn't basing up.
Not red, correct? Correct. Should go to green. One green, red.
Take that one off. There you go.
Does red have a stalling? Yeah. He had one.
No, delete the, there was no stalling on green.
No.
He's trying to figure out the scoreboard here to make sure that the point went to Faulkner. Batigi has been warned for stalling and now penalized for stalling. So it should be 5-1 as we head to the third.
There's no stalling green at the end of the
Not
period.
at all on green.
Clear that.
We had two.
Go next.
I got
Period 3.
I got 4-2.
5-1.
Should be 5-1 green.
Yes, it's 5-1. Yes.
They're just trying to figure out the.
Is that stalling supposed to be an escape? Or not period 2?
There was 2 stalls.
Previous?
2 takedowns and 2 stalls.
Just undo.
Yes.
There's an undo button. I have a takedown. I have a takedown green.
Yep, and there was a stall earlier.
I have that on red.
Escape Rob.
Yes, on red, and then red had another one.
Another stalling.
Yes.
I got 2 stallings on red.
Yes, so it should be 5-1. Score should be 5.
Your attention, please.
I don't know why I asked what it
At
is.
this match, we are asking
Well, we just
the
did.
Just undo.
recipients of individual awards for all 4 divisions. For the girls, 100.
Getting closer.
5-1.
All right, there we go.
I think we've got it settled now. 5-1 is the score. Faulkner with choice. He'll take bottom to begin the third.
We're in the third period. All right, we're set.
What you need to do.
Okay.
So Batigi has been hit for stalling twice. He has an injury time, but he just got a nice long break with that. Faulkner gets escape quickly, and it goes up now by a 6-1 score.
From my experience, those breaks, they do give you a little wind, but it'll probably only about 10 seconds. After that, you're kind of right back where you were.
Yep.
And enough for a burst, but
And you can see Batigi there, it's a reaction. He's reacting to the pressure of Faulkner and not applying his own.
You were right. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
both half shot at the same time.
That's a situation where you're lucky you don't get a head-to-head. Faulkner getting a little bit aggressive there up top.
Still just a one-move match. Batigi's
Well, and at
gonna
heavyweight,
think back, yeah.
things can change very quickly.
Batigi's got to be willing to do it, though. Faulkner's shown no hesitancy to go upper body, so I think if you're Batigi, just kind of welcome it and just take a chance. That's a good takedown.
Faulkner knee was down. No, they'll give him the 2.
Clarification, those award recipients when you come.
That's 8-1 now. Batigi is going to have to get off the bottom quickly and then have something go his way. We've got under 50 seconds remaining. This is the last match of the state tournament. The other 4 mats have finished. Yeah, so the fans here in attendance waiting for this match to finish, and then the award ceremony will take place.
Faulkner's just going to give up the escape. Batigi, he's going to need more than a feet to back. Down by 6 now.
35 seconds to go, and Batigi really has not had much in the way of attempts of any sort. Checking the clock there, seeing how much time's left. It doesn't matter if it's 26 or 46, you need the same thing.
Yeah. Goes low level, tries to come up and high.
10 seconds left to go now. And Faulkner has been on the attack the whole match. Had some excellent defense there in the last 10 seconds. And he is going to win this one by an 8-2 score. Second state championship for Aiden Faulkner for Maslin Perry. And that puts a cap on the 2024 State Wrestling Championships. Lakewood St. Ed's is going to win the team title here with 220